I'm starting off fresh and I feel good. I look good. I smells good. I am good.
Hi, this is Alan. I like IRONWORX because it's where everybody knows your name, and they're always glad you came.
I love IRONWORX with Josh, Walt and Zach. It's like sitting in your front room having a cosy chat with your best friends.
Hi, it's Diva here, and I just want you to know that IRONWORX with Josh, Walt and Zach, it's definitely my favourite dose of reality. Come join the family and keep it flat.
Why sleep in when you could get your dose of iron in the morning? Listen to the IRONWORX.
This is Enlightened On. Roses are red, violets are blue. Iron Realm Media is the best on the plane. To this show, I will forever be true. You guys are truly the best, and I love you guys. I'm so thankful to have you in my life.
Do you like listening to Space Lettuce from Never a Straight Answer? Then tune in to the IRONWORX with Zach, Walter, and Josh. Break clear of the fear on IRONWORX and become an Iron Scout.
Ding, ding, ding. Good morning. Ding, ding, ding. Ba, 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 bow, ba, 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 bow. Good morning. Ba, 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 bow. Good morning. Ba, 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 bow. Beautiful day. Ba, 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 bow. It's a beautiful day. Ding, ding, ding.
Good morning. It's here.
Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up!
What is dark matter?
Okay, we don't know.
That's great. That's why it's called dark.
It's exactly.
Reputable information comes from random people on the internet. Everything's internet. The earth is flat. It's like school. You're dead.
Dark matter is something we do not know what it is. We believe that dark matter is there, but we have never detected it. Well, what I'm afraid of course, is that there is no dark matter out there.
So what one?
There is no dark matter out there. We need to think really hard.
Oh, TGIF. By golly, we made it. Well, I mean, I've made it. Zach's not here, but we kind of expected that, so what are you going to do? I'm a little afraid that Walter has tripped and hurt himself. Has fallen and can't get up. He sent a text saying he was on his way, but that was a little while ago, and I'm not sure where he is. So I'm not sure if I should be worried about him. Maybe reach out, ask him if I should dial 911. Should I call to wake up Michelle? But I'm here, by golly. Oh no! Look, there he is. Phew. That's a relief.
Here he is.
I was wondering if I should maybe call Michelle and wake her up. I was worried you maybe in your haste may have tripped over a cat and fallen and couldn't get up.
It could happen. It certainly could. It certainly could. I overly snooze button this morning, which I rarely do ever, but apparently I did. Because when I finally really looked at the clock, it was like 10 minutes till. And I'm like, oh, crap. So I got up and texted you and said, I'm trying to come. I'm coming. I'm on the way. But, yeah, I was definitely running. I never definitely kept. Although, knock on wood, only one so far.
Yeah, you sound a little sleepy.
She's being a sweetie. Yeah, I don't know. Just haven't been sleeping well. I don't know. I don't know. It's not physical stuff like I did something to my right shoulder cuff area thing. I've been going to OT, occupational therapy, for a couple therapy sessions, I guess now, maybe 3 so far. And, the first couple, I was like, yeah, this is nothing. I got this. And yesterday, she went, okay, now we're going to get serious. I'm like, oh.
Now the warm-up's done.
Yeah, I was just seeing where you were, and now I know where you are. Here's where we going. I'm like, oh, no. So I left there kind of going, yeah, dragging my ass today, and I did rest of the day. So, and then just, I had yucky, like achy, just still trying to get over it. I put some good old Compre on it. I hadn't even got to chat yet, so he was there. But I put some of the Accidental Alchemist's Humphrey stuff on it last night, and it did help it settle enough for me to get to sleep. But yeah, when I turned over, it woke me up again. It's better than it was like a week ago when all of it like happened, and it was pretty bad, keeping me awake. I mean, but yeah, it's not just that. That's the bigger part of it, I guess, but just a lot of weird energy going around right now. A lot of extra nighttime battles. If you know, you know. And so, yeah.
It's the year-end clearance, man. You got to get all that shit done for the end of the year.
All out. That's it. They got quotas to meet, checklists, and whatnot.
Oh, I got spring peepers out there in the woods, so I know that time draws near. The new year is upon us.
I hear you. If I can get my Google smoocher up and running. Oh my God, at the freaking tabs.
Just think happy thoughts.
Yeah. There's too many things open now. Let's see. Do I need that open for any reason? No. Another no.
Get him, boy. Get him. You
There's
just
another no.
took Laura's position. I'm watching the NASCAR race that is chat.
Chat race. Man, sure, I still got this tab open.
Out of nowhere
Yes,
comes
wait.
Louis. Stealing the second position.
All right. Y'all, amateur stuff aside, I'm about to get in chat.
Well, Melissa just popped in there, so you can properly thank her.
Thank you, Melissa. For the Compre. There we go. I did it. Put a thumb there, and live chat there, and start from the start, shall we? With boy. Hello, boy. Boy, I suppose. Be appropriate. Maybe not.
When you read, you begin with ABC. But when you sing, you begin with Do, Re, Mi.
Mm-hmm.
Let's start at the very beginning. A very good place to start.
I have to say, I'm shocked by your knowledge of the music soundtrack.
And being straight, no less.
And straight. No fucking less. Oh, impressive. For sure. For sure. Was I? I think I said hello. If I didn't, I'll get back around. Yeah. And to be most inclusive, what I used to do is go back to the first part of chat and say hello to you guys in order of your appearance, as though you were stars in a movie, or stars in a firmament, or something.
You would not believe the piece I picked up, Walter. The ring.
Okay.
I have 3 of them. Didn't pay more than $100 for. All of them weigh over an ounce. Like I've got a size 10 ring. It weighs. This is pretty good. It's 33.3 ounces. 33.3 grams. That's how heavy the ring is.
Crazy?
Isn't that crazy?
Are you showing it to us yet?
No, I haven't shown it to you yet.
About
It's
okay.
This camera's shit for doing stuff like it. It's there. It's nice. It's big. I'll snap a picture and show you later when I can get it.
Cool deal.
Where you can actually see the detail and the craftsmanship. Like it's a monster ring. I can't believe I got it so fucking cheap.
I'm got lost trying to play catch up and shit. Oh, thorn. Lemon. Yeah, I didn't know about thorns and lemon tree bush things. I didn't know that. Like, only exposure to citrus fruit on the growing facility, I guess you would call it, that I ever experienced was when we lived in Miami. And we would, like, illegally break into... No, I'm kidding. We didn't. We would just ease across a ditch or a fence. We never really broke in. We might have climbed a fence or two, but we did pick fresh, timely orange juice, orange, whatever, there at Minia Grove there in Florida. And like they basically handed out, like as you cross the Florida state line, they hand out these little tiny plastic things, like a, I don't know how to explain it, like a little short tube maybe, and about halfway up the tube's a little like flat flange that comes out around the tube. And on one end of the tube are these serrated teeth, kind of like all around the end of the tube. And on the other end, it's just a nice smooth plastic tube. And you take that tube and you drill it down into the point of the orange where you pulled it off the tree, or where the little tiny piece of whatever you call that is still attached, where you pulled it off the tree. And you first you squeeze it really good, get squeezed up, squeezy, juicy. Then you bore a hole, pull that little plug out, put your little tube back in there, and the flange sits against the outer part of the orange. And you know how a drinking straw and plant it into your orange, and you just drink away and discard the outer part. And you do that a lot in Florida, to the point where, like I said, in a joking way, but they were everywhere. Like every store you walked in, there were countertop baskets full of them, or every side of the road fruit stand, they had them by the basketful. So they definitely were encouraging us to step across that chance and grab those oranges. But that was my only exposure to the citrus growing. Then I went to a buddy's house a few years ago. Oh man, bring a bag and get you some lemons. And I was into juicing and making smoothies, so I was all about it. So I grabbed my little bag and my new shirt that I was wearing to impress people, hopped in that bush and started screaming and crying and trying to dislocate all these thorns out of my body, because I had no idea a lemon tree was a death bush. It was insane, like 2-3 inch long spikes. Those aren't thorns. So yeah, sorry that you crowned yourself or whatever happened there.
So here's where my brain fixated were all the Israelis who support our president, and how they should join and create their own political action committee. The orange juice.
You see. Oh, and apparently pomegranates have them as well. The thorns from hell. I didn't know, Laura.
Seeds too. Lots of seeds.
I know about the seeds. Definitely know about the seeds. As a kid, trying to figure out how I was going to nibble all that awesome flavor off that little tiny seed and not have that seed be in my mouth was a chore I finally gave up on and said, apparently pomegranates are not a fruit for me.
Yeah, that's one that's
then they came out
not worth the squeeze, so to speak.
Not at all. Not at all. Not at all. And then I go to, like, I'm in juicy mode. I mean, juicy. I'm in smoothie mode right now in this part of my life with MG. It makes it an easy meal. And so I've tried just about anything you can imagine in smoothie. And yeah, I even tried it. I thought, well, maybe it'll grind up those little pieces enough to where they won't become a mouthful of something I have to scrape off my tongue with a tongue scraper. And guess what it was? A mouthful of seeds I had to go scrape off my tongue. It was not great. The only way that they're easily accessible, I guess, is that weird double bubble bottle stuff. What's the brand name? Palm? Is that the name? Palm. I think that's the name. The pomegranate juice people.
I think
I was an early adopter of their, I was an early adopter of their product when it came out at like $53 a bottle or whatever it costs, because it's really expensive. I'm sure now it might be $53 a bottle, but yeah, it was expensive when it came out years ago. Because, you know, you got to sit there and squeeze a little bit. There's a word for it. It starts with a P. My brain just won't come up with it. I bet Laura knows. I mean, yeah, Laura knows. All right, I was at Jeremy. Who did I miss? Ah, what are you doing? Hello, child. You've already come to make a mess? Hi. Cleo's here. She says hey. Oh, wow, she's really saying hey in the... Come on, move, move, move. Oh, y'all get something good. I don't know what y'all are getting, but I see it just typing away. Come on, move. You got to go. You've reached your limit. You're already at 120, 180, 300. Move. So bad. Why won't they let you like go ahead and click go when you go past your limit? Like, oh yeah, I can't type anymore, but I've typed all those words. Put them up there, fucker. But no, you have to go back and track to a point where it will allow you to drop their limited text bubble into the chat. Now then, Cleo said, whatever that is. Huh. A bad thing. Oh man, already. In the mic, knocking it sideways. Come on, baby. I know. Yeah, I know, sweetie teety. All right, I was at Ian. Don't let me forget. I was at Ian, but instead of me actually, oh, come on. So now she said that in our show chat. Oh, goodness. I can't even find the call anymore, to find the cameras anymore, to get a kitty cam going for you. There you go, Ian. Kitty cam. Is a baby kitty, although she ain't got much baby left in her. She's a big old girl, huh? Yeah. But you my kitty. You my kitty. Yeah, it's my sweetie. Here you are. Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness. Okay. We'll see how long I can deal with her in here, because she's definitely already wanting a lot of attention. So, man, that new schedule got Zach out of commission for sure. I hadn't even been able to time it up with him to get back on a game together, which I thought would happen with him working nights and sleeping days at some point, but we definitely haven't timed it right.
Yeah, I meant to reach out last night. Just let him know I was thinking about him.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody want to guess what didn't happen last night?
Yeah. Yeah.
And I can't explain to my father that it's like he can't take it personally. Like, I do it to everybody. I just don't respond.
Right. Yeah.
Although he's 84 years old. How necessary is it that he knows for sure that I got his message? I get it, but still. He's old school. He comes from the time of party lines and like pre-telephone. Right? He spent decades not knowing whether or not somebody actually got a voicemail off the voice machine. Like the machine. Did it accidentally get deleted? Did they listen to it? Is it still sitting there with the little red light blinking?
Going 99, 99, 99,
yep.
Or whatever.
Right. And God, my mom loved her her little voice machines, and she used to spend money and get like tapes, cassette tapes of different voices and humorous greetings to put on her voicemail machine. Welcome to the Corey household.
Could it be?
Welcome to the Corey summer home. Some are home and some are not.
Oh my goodness. Hey, I can't say anything. When the cell phone first started letting you spend 99 cents for a freaking... Okay, not only were they letting you spend, this is how bad it got, with they're trying to figure out ways to snatch your bucks out of your pocket. You could spend 99 cents and get a ringtone for your phone, your cell phone. Now, my brother had already figured out a way early on to go in, and somehow, I don't know how, I don't remember how he did it, but I still had a Razor phone. It's how long ago he was doing this. I had a Razor phone that when you called me, I had assigned to you a personal song that my brother somehow made a way that I could install it into my phone with some of his hackery stuff he knew, because he used to live on hack side of things. Like, he was not probably as good as our good buddy Mike, but he was right up there. And so, like I said, I had Queensryche when a certain person would call. I had Incubus song when another person would call. I had and that was like with a Razor phone. So, and that was like right as you could start buying stuff for your person. But you also could get a ringtone that would ring on their end when you called them. So I'm paying like an extra $4 a month for me to be able to superimpose the song I want you to hear when I call you into your phone, some magical, oh, they can't listen into our conversation way back then. And that used to work too. But yeah, it was pretty ridiculous, the amounts of crap that the backgrounds for your screen, and stuff, 99 cents a piece, because that's cheap. You can afford that. $400 later, I kept seeing on people's phone bills. It's like, how many pictures did you think you needed on that background? Anyway, I'm rambling about it. It was ridiculous early on. Before the good new days where you just go to your picture and make it your backdrop, or go to your song you like in your phone and make it your sound or whatever. And that's basically how I do it. I don't think I go to, what's the one everybody used to use that was the music place to go to, or gets music, TV quotes, or Zedge
would be one. Zedge is one I keep on, I still have, probably needs to be updated, but I still have one installed on my phone. It's what I used to use early on for a show, like early on, music. Yep. Mm-hmm, a lot of our show morning stuff came from a search in Zedge for morning. Mm-hmm. Sunshine. Wake up.
Oh, good new song just came out. Oh, I'm sorry, I got excited. I found a new group. It's only me. Nobody else is going to care, but it's a gentleman named Greg Howe. He's a phenomenal guitar player. If you're not familiar, if you're a guitar-loving person like I am, and have never been exposed to Mr. Greg Howe, I would start like back late 80s with his catalog and move forward, because he went from that whole kind of, I'm going to be Yngwie's little brother, cousin, neoclassical, fast, good, crazy guitar, to like more nuanced jazz influence, blues influence, more feel to it than just speed. And he really has changed over the years to a pretty phenomenal, tasty, really feeling guitar player. But he never really hit with that one band that made it big, or that one great album that made him a name like, like Eddie Van Halen or whoever else's guitar name you might know. But he's up there in my mind as one of the greats. So he's got a band going with this new group. It's a super group. It's got Simon Phillips. Who's the other person? Mahaney. What's Mahaney's last name? Mahaney's somebody on bass. Day, I think, is the last name. Anyway, it's called Darwin. D-A-R, capital W-I-N, all one word. Highly, highly, like just tasty, tasty music. It is edged into the progressive area, so if you're not into prog music with a lot of riffs and a lot of interludes and a lot of time changes and stuff like that, it may not be for you, but if you are into intricate music, definitely go give Darwin a listen. And apparently they just dropped a new song 7 hours ago. So I'm pumped up. I think I'll just share that song that I haven't even heard yet, because that's easy. Oh, look, there's the name of the people. Simon, Craig, man, be still. I'm missing some. Oh, yeah, Matt Bissonette. He played drums on the David Lee Roth solo album that you remember from the 80s, the one that had Yankee Rose and all his big solo hits. Matt Bissonette. And one other person, Andrew, somebody I can't read. Andrew Freeman. Anyway, go check it out. It's good stuff. Here. Copy. And then I paste it there. We'll all hear it for the first time there. All right, Cleo, you are right where you don't need to be. Can't even get to the keyboard. She's just a big hump between me and it. But I love her. You see my issue here. Uh-oh. I see the look, though. Someone must have entered the room. Oh, yeah, I hear something going on below and behind me here. Oh, that's Ripley. Ripley was sleeping on a box behind me on the floor all that time. I didn't even see her with her little camouflage. So I saw a video yesterday, I guess it was, and apparently one of the ancient secrets that kind of got swept under the rug because allowing this secret out into the world for the general populace would, make it harder for them to suck your life soul out of your back pocket through your wallet or your front pocket or wherever you keep your money. And so I'm sure, the air conditioning industry, the window industry, I guess the window, the fan industry, anybody that has to do with spending a bunch of money trying to heat and or cool your home didn't want this out there. But apparently, if one is to take limestone, which you can buy a bag of right now at your local hardware store for, probably $14 or less, according to the video. I haven't priced limestone yet, but you take that and you mix it with a certain amount of water. And then you apply that as a paint to the roof of your home. And it not just makes it cooler by using reflectivity, which is, basic science, but it does some kind of like crazy cooling thing, not just doesn't heat up because it's not a dark surface absorbing heat, but it does like magic, basically. And like, that's why you look at all these old cities on hillsides in like Rome or anywhere that's been around a long time, and you see just this wash of white buildings with white roofs everywhere. That's why, because they're all still old school limestone. And they're living in a place that's just as hot and humid as where I'm living, but they don't have ACs in their fucking home, which is like, that wouldn't be a possibility here in this part of the country unless this magic technique somehow actually works. And so, as I know that it's probably been about 2 or 3 years since the landlord has done their little silver paint top coat thing on my house, I'm going to see if I can't talk him into doing it with a little limestone mix up next time around and see if that stuff's going to actually work and make my house cooler in this hot, humid lifestyle that we have in Louisiana. It was really crazy, though. The video, I'll drop it in the link. Give me a second.
That is super interesting. I wonder how many coats that takes to be effective.
It said 2. You do 1, let it dry, do it.
That's not bad. Not the 238,000 I was expecting. It only needs to be
it's
4
really
feet
one
thick.
coat.
Yeah.
No, one coat, let it dry, put another one. And then, but you do have to redo it more often than you would like a commercial paint or whatever. I think it's every 2 years, maybe.
Well, do you got to
The video
scrape the old
does.
stuff off?
I don't believe. I think you just go and go. Layer it up. Where is my
Or are you just making a
Easter
big
egg?
muddy mess after the first rain?
It's later. No, it definitely doesn't work that way. That's why you still see all that white.
You know, I
in
had
all
one of those
places.
Penn and Teller books, and in the back of it was an old Penn and Teller family recipe for cookies. And two of the main ingredients were going to be sodium bicarbonate and vinegar. So if you were to follow the recipe exactly, all you did was make a huge mess in your kitchen.
Right.
I think that's what this sounds like. All you got to do is put this all on the top of your roof. And
history.
after it rains, it's all going down your gutters.
Yeah, not so much. It really doesn't work that way because that's what I thought too. But then as they started breaking it down, it doesn't. Once it becomes like this coating almost, it hardens. Man, where the fuck is that video? Don't tell me they've already pulled it out of my history. There's Mac Davis. That was last show. And I know I've watched it since last show. Go through here really slow again. Queen's right. Queen's right. I got an update, 2 different updates by 2 different directions on the whole Jim Carrey thing. Man, that video is not in my history. I've looked 3 times now. Let me go back through. Was it not? Yes. Yesterday or day before? Apparently, maybe it was before the last show. Because I took the, there it is. It was. Okay. Okay. Now, here's the other part that I didn't get to because, you know, I rarely watch a whole video. I just get the gist and go like a headline kind of thing. But at the thumbnail title says, you know, this powder replaces your air conditioner. Why is it banned in 17 states? So I'm guessing there's 17 states that you can't do this in. Louisiana's one of them. But anyway.
Probably because it clogs up the whole public sewer system. Got streets being run with white
Sure,
calcium
that's what it
being flooded down the street.
I'm sure that's what it is. It's probably just coincidentally within those places where your HOA requires that you use a dark brown or gray roof, the most light absorbing possible color you could put on your home's roof. But they got to all look the same at the, I guess when the airplanes fucking fly over. I never have understood what business it is of yours, what the fuck my house is doing, but whatever. That's why I don't own a home, because I would be in a fight all the time with HOA. Here we go. And I said, hey to you finally, because I remembered I was at you. And there's a blue man himself. The blue. Oh.
Man, I got a rumbly in my tumbly. I'm not usually this hungry this early.
Did you get up earlier than normal?
By like 20 minutes. Not really.
That'll do it. That will do it. Well, you know it. You're not getting capitals, guys. It's hard to do. I'm having to do this one type and one hand thing. I had done that, you know, for a few years now.
What's the capital of Michigan?
Delaware? I don't fucking know. I was never good at that stuff. Come on, Cleo. Now you're completely back in the way completely. I can't even get to the keyboard. Oh, little sweetie darling. Hey, baby. Hey, baby. Just looking at my hands going, why are those not petting me? Look at
that.
Why are your hands not on me?
Do it. Dude, do the thing.
What are you doing, dude? Your hands are right there. I'm looking at them. I see them.
I'm going to push this right on the floor. You better do the thing.
What?
You better do the thing. I will push this right on the floor.
This phone, you see this phone I'm at? Motherfucker. Bad. So bad. Little flippy floppy tail. She's got the shortest tail of any of my cats. It's crazy how short it is compared to the rest of them. And yet it's quite expressive. Huh? Yeah. Yeah. Come over here. Why don't you get on me? Get out of the way of my keyboard. There you go. There you go.
And you know, maybe for cats, size has nothing to do with it. Just saying.
it's all in how you squish it.
It's in the motion of the ocean, as the cats like to say.
Cats say. I just saw another.
It's got nothing to do with how big or how girthy it is.
Oh man, I can't capitalize deluxe. I'm sorry, deluxe. That's really making me sad, but I didn't capitalize that for you. Man, hey, Regina's here. Lost track of everybody.
Good to see you there, Regina.
And Sue. Haven't seen Sue in a minute. Yeah. Oh, wow, Laura. I'm not saying that's a chunk, but yeah, she apparently had a 45-pound cat. That's a chunk.
Damn, Jax, how fast was that car going? Hit him so hard, his tail flew right off.
That's a hard leg.
And then they couldn't find it.
Oh.
Sorry. Shouldn't be laughing. That is not funny. Making light of the loss of someone else's pet's tail. That's just rude. Still. The way my brain interpreted it was a lot funnier in my head.
Oh, I'm sorry that y'all lost it. Or was it just a tail you lost? I'm sorry. I'm confused.
I believe it was just the tail. It was also the life, and they didn't put the life first. And if the life is included, do you really need to include the tail?
Huh.
Unless the car was going that fast.
Ian, I don't know what your weather is right now, but we just got over the winter time here, so I'm not sure how it is there. If y'all are still cold that far up, I'm sure you probably are more cold than we are, for damn sure. But just like a few weeks ago, I'm guessing because the end of the season is upon us, they were having a sale at one of the big boxy type stores on the whole outdoor shelter for the cats that you kind of just set up, and you can have them either like plug in and have an electrical like floor that heats up, makes nice warm bed there area, or you can get them where they have like a couple of floors. So like one cat can be at the bottom, another couple can be at the top. Some have the 3 floor where the roof is a perch, or some have a roof that opens up like a lid that you can get in and get to the cats and take care of whatever they need, cleaning wise or whatever. Just depends on the size you want to go with. These are like little tiny boxes. Then there's also the whole, like they call them catios, which is more of an open, fancy, like almost chicken wire or some type of something like that type thing that you would have that you would set outside. You can even have those where you connect them to a pet door that goes in and out of your home. Just throwing some stuff out there for that outdoor cat you guys are feeding. Once Jones figured out he could get in and out of the same pet door, quote unquote, that my cats were using, then his life changed. He was like I said, he was waiting out that door every time I went out there because he was happy to be inside somewhere. Still miss that little shit. He hasn't come home. Jones has not. So again, I'm sure that the family that he escaped from or got out and didn't go home or whatever the situation was has him back, because I've got a lot of feelers out here in the community with people that would, either have cats near me, or I know them well enough to where they'll keep an eye out and let me know if they see him, or see him run over or anything like that. And nobody has said anything yet.
Well, that's good. That's why I'm not a very good, why I don't make a very good cat parent. I don't know, you just go out, take off for a few months and be all right. See when you get back.
Yeah, it's definitely the hardest part of it that I completely did not remember from growing up. But usually when we had them growing up, they were, like, we were pretty isolated in a lot of those situations, like miles to the nearest neighbor kind of thing. So they didn't really have other options nearby to just kind of like wander off and start eating there or whatever, you know, kind of thing that happened with him when he first arrived here. So I never really experienced them leaving and coming back months later, like I have at least twice now with 2 different cats. Doing you back? Huh? You back? Hi. Hi. He's down, kind of tight. Oh, you're making this stuff. Oh, that's dark, Laura.
There's a little dark.
Laura.
Find it was better just to carry a tennis racket with her.
Oh my goodness.
Bing. 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 Helps really get him off the trail. Because there's nothing like a few cat heads to make a trail sad. We don't want our trails to be sad, do we? We want happy little trails. Boom ba dee da boom ba dee da boom ba dee da boom.
Happy trail.
I was so worried the cat had muted you and you weren't aware, and I was going to have to do that part myself.
I got you. Wow, it's way early for darkness like that, Laura. You must have been up a minute.
As an INFJ and an INFP, it's never too early. It is in that darkness that we process our.
Wow. Does it also look into us? Hey, baby.
Eventually.
Or stare into us or something like that. There, Nietzsche.
If you've got patience. And you can stand there long enough. I got that ADHD as an adult. And I think it just kind of wants me out of the fucking room. Doesn't even bother. Just get the fuck out.
What are you looking for? What are you looking for? What are you nosing for? She's going to wind up hanging me up. I see it coming. She keeps nosing around my mouse. And it's
444. 44.
I'm badness. I'm badness. I'm badness. Yeah.
Look, Heart of the Earth got it.
I see that he did.
That said, I'm going to have to sneak out and grab a little bit of coffee.
Oh no! So I've got to talk a lot now.
Not unless you saw a headline worth laughing at.
I mean, there's always something to laugh at. Although I don't know that I've dropped anything new here on the last day or two.
Missing geometric.
been
Oh
dropping.
no, we talked about that last.
Oh man, I must have that sync thing happening again, where I'm dropping stories in the chat, but they're not getting here because I see that there's nothing after the Elvis and the Paul McCartney stuff, and I know I dropped at least a couple of things recently. Like we had a second earthquake here in Louisiana yesterday, which is, a little disconcerting when you never have them here in our little part of the world. No, nothing dropped at all. I can't believe. Did I push it through on my side? Is it on the app here? Let me see. Teams. I see what happened. I'm in the wrong folder. There we go. I found it all. I'm just dumb and it's too early for me to be smart. Second largest earthquake in state history shakes North Louisiana. Now, what they're describing as North Louisiana is more, it's still the top part of the boot. Top. Bottom. I don't know how to explain it. It's in Mandeville area. Coshado, which is close to Mandeville. Let's see how I can best explain it. Okay, so you know how Mississippi sits right booted into the corner here? How about I just show you on the fucking maps instead of me trying to visually explain it to you? There's where it happened. Coshado. You see this dark line right here? That is the line dividing Mississippi and Louisiana. That's the Mississippi River, that little glibbity glob there. And so, yeah, it was magnitude 4.4. Again, a bit disconcerting for Louisiana. Depth of 3 miles north of Edgefield, Louisiana. U.S. cutoff 71.
It's China.
Is this a shaking camera? Is that what we're going to see here?
We're going to have to start keeping an eye out, keeping track of this. I remember once upon a time there were people that would keep track of the depth and the intensity to try to show that these were being created and caused and not natural. It's a geo attack
Yeah,
from
it's pretty
China.
crazy.
China.
That's pretty crazy. That shook that much.
That is pretty crazy.
China, the Chinese chicken. Is that there? Anyway. 4.9 magnitude Earth.
What's up, Andrew?
What's up, Andrew?
Hey. I wouldn't be worried about earthquakes too much unless you live in California or somewhere over here in that vicinity.
Well, you have to understand, just like you will go surfing if yours hits just right, so will I. Like, I'm living on silt. I'm standing on silt. My house is on silt. If we get a real big shaker here, we're fucked. Like, the Mississippi River will finally say, you know what? I'm tired of this. I'm going where I want to go, and it will. And we'll be all little surfers down the old Gulf of Mexico. Sorry, I don't care what the fuck y'all call that now. And, yeah, it's not a good thing here.
And I'm only like 20 miles from the Mississippi River, so I'd probably go with it.
You go.
You're going to just get a kayak and just go with the flow?
Have you seen those Navy projection maps that show what would happen if that does occur? Have you seen what that looks like?
No, share it.
Let me show you. Hang on. I'll find
These are some pretty crazy projections because they were expecting the that super volcano in Yellowstone, if it were to go and cause a massive break right along that fault line, it would empty the Great Lakes. The Great Lakes would empty. And it would all funnel down right through the Mississippi River Valley. As I recall.
There's that movie 2012, I think is what it's called. Like Woody Harrelson, he's like this guy on the radio that's talking about how the end times are here or something like that. And he's up on this mountain somewhere, and that's when I think it was Yosemite that turns into a super volcano.
Mm-hmm. I think that's right. I do believe that's correct.
I will fully admit that I was skeptical about the existence of humankind because of all this lead up to 2012 and the Mayan calendar and all that kind of stuff. But I don't think, I just gave up on it. Like the whole alien thing, doomsday prophecies, I just gave up. But anyway, I hope everyone is having a very wonderful morning or evening, wherever you happen to be coming or listening to up across the plane.
Good morning to everybody. What the hell?
On a place to blame the Jews. That's a good idea. They probably blame themselves.
Not if they support Donald Trump.
He was ordained by Jesus, though.
Ah.
Don't forget that.
Not according to the orange Jews. Those are the Israelis that support our president. They're going to create a political action committee.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm, that's what they're going to call themselves.
The orange juice. All right.
Yep.
I don't know if I'd want to drink orange juice again after that, but it would have to be.
I don't want to hear you laughing at me.
How long did you sit off there wondering what happened?
I thought the earbud had died. It just all suddenly stopped. And then I went, oh, I'm not in the call. Then I had to go find the call. All right, where do I share? Here we go. Andrew, I'm sure you've left what we were talking about. But yeah, here's just one of many different little maps of what would happen if certain things occurred. And as you see, learn to swim.
Yeah, ENC, there is a lot of fear porn there involved, but there's also just a lot of basic geography that says, well...
Geology that says this is
where all this runs
right
through.
Now, right now, literally, if we hadn't done all the engineering we had done years back, then Louisiana wouldn't even be here anymore. Like, it would be, a big standout delta of multiple tributaries out to the Gulf. But we contained it with man's miracle engineering.
The hubris of concrete.
That's it. There you go.
Really great engineering. Dumbheaded.
Yeah, it's because Missouri did the same thing. We thought, wow, look at all these crazy valleys, all this land, all this space, this three-dimensional space. It's just unused. You know, if we dam a river here, we could just fill all this up. We could just fill in all these caves with all these big bones in them, all these old towns. But you can just bury and put them right under a fucking metric ton of water. Yeah, let's do that. And there's a whole bunch of man-made lakes in Missouri and a whole bunch of rivers that are dammed. And I just wonder how well it would hold up under one. I mean, even a decent-sized earthquake. And then if all that water releases at once, where does it go? What happens to the rest of us?
Well, it goes down from its elevation. That's what happens. All water.
Does it, or are we just
down.
Never mind?
I may have missed the point, but yeah, I've been in several earthquakes involved in them, and the last big earthquake we happened to have here in California was in 1989. And I was just a young kid at the time, but yeah, it collapsed bridges, and there's security cameras and traffic cameras that were watching as the roads turned into waves, and it just completely fucked up the entire Bay Area. And we recovered. It's a big deal. You can't stop it from happening, and it's not like a hurricane that you can see coming from 2 or 3 days ahead of time. No, it's just it can happen like right now. You have no idea. That's why I always tell people, be prepared. Fuel prices are increasing very fast. I would say at least have what I have are 10 gallons of fuel on standby, and then propane, water, food. It's better to have it than not need it, like a gun or a condom. Wow, that shut things down pretty quick. Uh-oh.
Oh, you did all right. I was playing catch up in chat, actually. So, real quick, sorry. So I see stuff about the map and the, peer porn that it invokes, and I get that. I mean, I do get that part of it, but, there is the just geology part of it too. But that's not what I was trying to find. What did I see? Oh, there it is. Okay, so I don't know where we got to Project Bluebeam at all in this. Did you guys talk about that while I was gone or something?
No.
I guess not. Okay, I just wonder where that came into the chat from. But that I had read a thing to you guys a few weeks back that I was under the impression was something that had just come out, but we all looked at the date and the time, and it was like, this can't be right. Then I went back and looked, and what it was it was from a year ago, apparently, back a year ago, when Trump had said he was going to. Oh, come on, Cleo! Now you got to stop. Sorry, she just.
You've got your hands on the keyboard. That's where the fingers are. They know where the cuddly fingers are.
No. She jumped from the table on the floor and grabbed my mouse pad instead of the table, and like it all came with her, and she fell on the way down, scratching my leg pretty roughly. Are you okay? Okay. You would just sit still and be up here. We wouldn't have all this.
That reminds me of that song. I can't remember who it is. Cat Scratch Fever.
Oh yeah, Ted Nugent. It's real. It's not a song. It's a real thing.
Oh no, it's just I hate the song. But cat scratches, yeah, it causes like itching for like an entire day. Something to do with like some bacteria or something. Anyways,
I'll give it to you. Everybody's got an opinion. Okay, great. You don't like Cat Scratch Fever? Then tell me, what is your favorite Uncle Ted song?
I don't have one.
Well, why don't you just F right off then? What the hell is wrong? You don't have a good Ted Nugent favorite song.
You gotta have one.
I don't like songs that repeat the chorus like 10 times in a row.
So you're not a fan of like Take It to the Limit or
Roxanne.
Who's Crying Now?
No. Nope.
Or what's that other one by Journey that just says the same shit over and over? Nah, 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 nah. Love and Touch and Squeezing. So you don't like that? Dude, me and my brother used to have a list of those songs that just repeats shit over and over and over. It's like, yeah, we get it, that you don't want to miss a fucking thing, Stephen. We get that you don't want to miss a fucking thing. We got that 80 times ago when you said that you don't want to miss a
but I don't want to miss a thing.
I'm about
just in case you forgot.
I would do anything for love. It's like, how many times do you have to say it in a row? We get the point. You're a virgin. Okay, move on.
No doubt, Daz, you are old school, my buddy. Wang dang sweet poontang. Damn straight. That is a classic.
I like Tang.
Mr. Nugent. I had a very brief. I had a friend who was just a Ted Nugent freak. Oh, he's great. He had a signed dollar bill that he got at a concert from him. He made him sign the dollar bill. I used to do that too when I meet people. Anyway, you got to listen to it. And finally, the live album that had the live version of Great White Buffalo, that song caught me finally. I went, oh, that's a story I like, and that's a good riff. And okay, I'm starting to understand. Everybody's going, oh, he's a badass guitar player, because to me, he wasn't at all. excuse me, a badass guitar player. He was just kind of mediocre bluesy guitar player. And then I heard Great White Buffalo, and that riff is a beast. And I still can't play that riff accurately. And from that album, I started digging deep into that album. Was it Intensities in 10 Cities? I think that's what it was. It's one of the live albums anyway. And so that album got me. Like, there were a bunch of songs on there that I really liked. A lot of riffs, a lot of little breaks. His idiocy between songs was fucking hilarious. It was like watching a comedian. Really, he was great. He was funny. Then he came out with another album after that one that I didn't care too much for. And then he put out another album after that one that I didn't care for at all. And that's when I stopped really caring at all. And then fast forward to, what was the super group they put out that had the big hit song, him and the guys from Styx? And
I don't remember. I think I know what you're talking about.
You know what I have to know, right? You remember that? It was a big hit. They were a big group. Everybody expected great things from them. But allegedly, they were literally paid to go away. Like, they were told, yeah, y'all are too good. We can't have this messing up music. We got plans. We got to push rap out into the industry. And we can't have you guys rocking. We don't need rocking music. We're trying to do rap. So they got paid off, and they went away.
It's actually what happened to us, too. We were the rising star, and they said, you know what? We need you to take this huge lump sum of money to tone your stuff down. You're just going to be way too big. You're going to take over the internet. So why don't you just tone your act down? Yeah, introduce a bunch of long dead silent pauses would be great. That way you can really just get rid of all your subscribers, make sure nobody tunes in, and make sure they shadow ban all of your stuff that you do, I think. And then we said, okay, that'd be great. Let's do that. Okay. So that's how we got to where we are today.
Where we are. But that is correct. Damn Yankees was that band. And they had some good little deep cuts on that album as well. It wasn't just the hits. But anyway, yeah, that was the last, like, that made me go, oh, look at them doing some good music, damn Yankees. And then he started talking a lot. And then he started being in the news a lot. And then it was like, oh, so he's a fucking idiot. And I moved on with Mr. Nugent.
I couldn't agree more. Is there any really, really good song? I mean, please don't say David Bowie, but is there any like a really good song aside from David Bowie? That's about
what do you mean?
What? Why don't you ask me that question again?
What was that again?
In English this time.
Try.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. But the songs by famous musicians
that aren't David Bowie songs. Okay, so there was a song that came out, and you're going to hate it because it continues the story. So there actually were two songs that came out that referenced 2001. I mean, A Space Oddity. They reference it in the fact that, you know, David Bowie pretty much wrote and put out the classic rock, ballady, poppy song about space that had a story. It was really a touching story, and I like that song still. But a band called, damn it, Peter Schilling put a song out called Major Tom Coming Home, in parentheses, and it speaks about Major Tom from that song, but it's not about that technically. It's just him referencing it, and it's a really great song if you like, you know, that kind of music. It's a good song. Here, it was that new age era when MTV was starting to push the keyboard players rather than the guitar players. Damn it, how do I hear that? So it's very new wave, probably 83, 2, 1. Last time, no. Yeah, 1983. There we go. And I liked it because it referenced Major Tom. But then, around that exact same time, a little band called Planet P put out a song. Here, I want to drop this in chat real quick for you, Andrew. It'll be in the call chat. That is Peter Schilling. Talking about the earth below me. Twisting, turning, you know, all that fun space stuff. Again, now this is entertainment purposes. This is not reality we're talking about. So that's one that I know right away But this one, Planet P, it is truly one of my like desert island songs. This song has been on every compilation CD I've made for my car. It's been on every compilation tape that I was making back when I was transferring stuff from disc to tape for the car. It's in my current like huge 500 song playlist, this song, Why Me by Planet P, because it is fucking great. Like, it is a great song, not just the subject matter being appropriately used in the song in the way that they tell this story about somebody who is about to get on a rocket and launch and suddenly realize, fuck, I'm about to be riding this fountain of fire. And why the fuck am I doing this? I must have lost my mind, kind of thing. But the song, the riff, the fucking riff, oh my God, it is such a great riff. Share. So Planet P, Why Me? Highly recommend that song. Great fucking song. I will also drop in the chat. So that's 2 space songs for you, Andrew, that I know immediately off the bat. Now, if I think about it for a few minutes, I'm sure I'll come up with another one. But the one I'm about to drop, Planet P, top space song ever. Great song.
How about?
And then they just disappeared.
I ain't as good as I once was, but I'm as good once as I ever was. No?
I'm sorry. It was
worth a shot. I'm just trying to come up with off the top of my head.
I
Too.
mean, off mic.
See what else. I'm sure we can come up with something.
Yeah, it's just there's not a whole lot of space songs. Unless I don't know what year it would be from, but either way.
Didn't Division Bell have something spacey on it? Seems like I remember Pink Floyd having some spacey music.
Oh, you did remind me of another one though, but that ain't it. I think that has something on there, but yeah, this is one. Rush did a song called Countdown on their, I believe it was on their damn, what album was it? It was the album with the dog and the fire hydrant on the cover. I can't remember the name of the fucking album. But anyway, it is a breakdown of a launch of a rocket. That's why it's called Countdown. And it's done, again, it's Rush, so you can't really go wrong, can you really? Another great song referencing the fake space, that stuff. Great song. Another song. Here, I'm going to drop that in chat. I'm sure you guys are dropping them and saying stuff too. I'm just really lost in my trying to remember and find these tunes. I'm not looking at chat fully yet. But here's a third great tune for you, Andrew, about spacey stuff. Now, Pink Floyd, let me think. Other than Meet You on the Dark Side of the Moon, I don't know. Let me look at Division Bell.
That was the actual album cover, wasn't it?
What was?
Dark Side of the Moon.
No, that album was a light being refracted through a
prism.
Oh, it's the prism.
Prism. Okay, full album. We have Pose Apart. Marooned, is that the one? Now that I'm seeing it, I think that is the one. Pretty sure that's the one that you're thinking about.
It could be.
Yeah, it starts the video out with a shot of the earth. So it's one I like. That album, by the time that album came out, I had moved on from Pink Floyd.
Me too.
Because of the whole thing with, I had moved on. And my buddy went to see that concert and was like, dude, it was so good. They played everything you wanted to hear. I'm like, yeah, but where's Roger Waters? If he ain't up there, it's not Pink Floyd anymore. And he's over there throwing a fucking hissy fit, whiny baby thing. So I don't really care anymore. Poor me, I'm rich and famous. Poor me, I'm rich and famous. Fuck off, Roger Waters. Poor me, I'm rich and famous. Fuck you. Anyway, sorry.
Oh, wow, Walton's going.
It's a hot take. I get it. It's a hot take.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I just did it.
Daz says maybe the Grateful Dead. I say maybe the Grateful Dead. Maybe Fish. I think Fish might have done the space song too.
Yeah, I wouldn't know those because I wasn't a big Dead nor Fish fan. I mean, I can fuck off for 45 minutes into in the bedroom with my guitar and not for myself, but unfortunately they never did for me.
All right, so I just did a quick little internet search. Songs about space.
You Google
And
searched it?
iconic songs about space span decades and genres, featuring classics like David Bowie's Space Oddity and
Your
Elton John's
favorite.
Rocket Man.
Rocket Man. We forgot about Rocket Man. Shame on us.
And
And
oh my
what
God.
else?
Those are just the two at the beginning. Let's see what else. Taylor Swift's Starlight. Oh God, we're going.
Oh
straight
wow,
downhill.
no. So that's really not
Yeah.
music, right? And we're not talking
Yeah.
about real music, apparently.
Some of this stuff is just absurd, but they're using this to their advantage to make money. And hey, cool. Just lie to the public, make a whole bunch of songs, get someone else to fucking write it for you, and go up on stage, lip sync it, and then, yeah, become a billionaire super quick. The Tornadoes, I don't know what that is. Telstar? 1960. I don't even heard of that before, but Frank Sinatra, Fly Me to the Moon, 1964.
I was thinking it's only a paper moon.
Wow, Sinatra. That was not even in my thoughts.
But like anything about moon or anything about the stars, any songs about the sun, I mean, couldn't that all be considered songs about space?
No, that's more like just looking up in the sky. Wouldn't
Right.
necessarily.
And there's a distance between you and what you see. Isn't that what you're describing the songs to be about? That distance between objects?
Yeah, which is actually bringing up the next one. The Rolling Stones, 2,000 Light Years from Home.
Oh. Sorry, I got excited because of something in chat.
Oh, I
Yeah,
thought you were
can
trying to
pause right
suggest
there
New
for
Kids on the
half a
Block. They had a space song.
No fucking way.
So okay, so Sue and who was that? Jax. Yeah, okay. So definitely the Carpenters had a song called Calling Occupants that was apparently a hit for them or her or whatever. I get that. I know that happened. However, I was a lucky individual whose uncles and aunts and cousins all were into music hugely and really influenced me greatly with their album collections. And lo, about 1978, 7 or 8, at my uncle's house, my cousins were going apeshit about this album they found in their dad's collection called, it's 4:23 a.m. or something like that. It's the actual title of it, but it's by a group called Klaatu, Klaatu, which is part of the phrase that the alien robot was supposed to be said to the alien robot in The Day the Earth Stood Still, so that it would then commence to destroy the Earth. Klaatu Niktu Baraba. And so Klaatu is the name of this band, who were this fucking phenomenal, amazing group that were really under the radar in the late 70s or late 60s, early 70s. In fact, they were so good vocally and musically that some people said they were the Beatles come back together. They weren't, but they had that comparison because of the vocal harmonies, some of the similar styles in a couple of songs. But Klaatu were the authors and the better version of Calling Occupants of Interplanetary Craft. I don't know what that was, it just fell. Anyway, Calling Occupants of Interplanetary Craft by Klaatu is another island song. It is currently in the car playlist and on the car disc. Shell loves it as well. That whole album, 4:23 a.m., great album. There's a song in there called Anus from Uranus that's fucking one of the best riffs ever about space. And that's what got me excited, because that song, while Occupants is great and it's about aliens, and it has a great PC Spacey Brother vibe, Anus from Uranus is fucking hilarious lyrics and one of the badass riffs ever. I'm about to get that to you guys. Klaatu, Klaatu. Very close, Dad. Very close. But yeah, Anus from Uranus. I played it for y'all before on the show back when we were allowed to play music. In the good old days of the good old days. Why too?
Well, I do actually remember when I was mentioning how Metallica's their solo instrumental, Orion. I said, yeah, it's pretty good. And you're like, oh, it's fucking easy. And then you started playing it. And I was like, oh, okay. I guess that's...
I was showing off. It's a really hard song to play. It was one that took me months to learn. I was being a dick. I'm sorry.
No problem. I couldn't play it.
I was. When you said that, I'm like, yeah, I can play that. And just started riffing. Dude, that shit's tough. It's got a weird hard chord to finger and a weird, like, drop fourth or whatever it is that you have to do in the middle of it. And yeah, it's a whole thing.
I don't understand any of that. But you did a good job just on the fly. So I tip my preview hat to you.
Well, thank you for doing that. Okay, so this song first, I will drop just so you guys can hear, to my opinion, the better version. And again, this is because I heard this first, borrowed, quote unquote, the album from my cousins, and it never went back. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys. I took your album. So there's the Calling Occupant song. Again, phenomenal song. It's got a great little, like, theatrical intro they did to it, as though someone is walking through a quiet wood, upon which they walk up onto a spacecraft, apparently, and are then singing this lovely song to the occupants of that interplanetary craft. It starts with that weird, like I said, somebody walking through the woods. It starts that way and ends that way, so you could probably fast forward through that and get to the actual music. But Anus of Uranus is great. Like, I still can't play this riff accurately, and I've tried. It's such a funky riff, and it's got such a in-the-pocket groove. Where you at, drummers? Such a in-the-pocket groove. And then there's riffs that they play, like call and response riffs they play towards the last verse of this song that are just so fucking tasty. So enjoy you some Klaatu, Andrew and Chad. Did I drop this one for you?
To taste it? I'll pass.
Enjoy. It's tasty. Yes, it's very tasty.
Okay. Yeah, just don't get any strikes. But according to this one website I'm looking at right now, Sky at Night magazine, it's going over the David Bowie Starman 3-hit.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, waving in the sky. All right, I'll stop.
Well, what's interesting is it goes through all of the historical part of it, but then it goes, the very last part is scientific accuracy. Gets a 3 out of 10. And here's what it says. Despite SETI, search for extraterrestrial intelligence, despite SETI's best efforts, the existence of starmen waiting in the sky has yet to be proven. But then you go down to Elton John with Rocket Man, and the scientific accuracy is 8 out of 10. I don't know how this works. Like, what are the parameters?
That's too funny.
How about, would you like to swing on a star or
Pinocchio?
carry moonbeams home in a jar?
Yeah,
you'd be better off where you are. I forget the rest of it. Or would you rather go to Earth? Remember that one TV show about the girl who could freeze time? And her dad was a big crystal that sat on her nightstand?
No, I missed that.
Yeah, she was half alien. Her mom got knocked up by some alien.
I remember that show existed, but I watched probably an episode and realized it was going to be a very slapsticky kind of thing, and I was done with those shows by the time I got to that age.
That's all about questioning. right? You're not making any positive statements. You're just asking questions. What would be the scientific accuracy on that?
Well, I do have some good news for everyone. According to space.com,
that's great.
It's good news for the moon.
Oh, sorry.
Famous asteroid 2024 YR4 won't smash into it in 2032.
Wait a minute. How many other asteroids do you think are out there that won't smash into the moon?
All of them.
Well, there you go. But what an exciting story. Thanks for the update.
Well, I'm just saying that it's good news for everyone else that actually believes that's could have possibly happened.
I was referring to the guy that wrote this story.
The telescope has helped scientists determine that asteroid 2024 YR4, which previously had a 4.3% chance of crashing into the moon, will not impact our lunar companion at all. Instead, how do they fucking use these words so easily? It will instead safely cruise past the moon at an altitude of 13,200 miles. Okay, how do they get that? I don't know. But when asteroid 2024 YR4 was discovered on December 27th by the NASA funded, now we're talking, Asteroid Terrestrial Impact Laser Alert System, ATLAS. It was for a short time the most dangerous asteroid ever discovered. Here we go. They gotta love those acronyms, right? Like the military.
Oh yeah.
With a diameter of about 197 feet. This is getting worse. There was originally a non-zero chance. What the fuck does that mean? Non-zero chance? Who wrote this shit?
So there was a chance. Yes.
I don't know.
What, you remember that scene in Dumb and Dumber when he was really trying to get that date? It's about like that.
Yeah. It's like what are the chances? 1 in a million. He's like, so you're saying there's a chance? What do you guys think about the whole Jim Carrey thing? Is that like a bunch of nonsense or what?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, I did not put a bookmark in that like I said I would earlier. So here's what I have come across in my little deep dive. There are two schools going out there right now. On the one hand, I watched Jim Brewer apparently sitting at a camper table, like in a camper, maybe on the road with a crew going on a tour. I don't know where he was, but it seemed like he was sitting in a mobile home camper table, like, travel trailer type thing, from the size of the little desk and table and the setup. And it's him and somebody else, and he's talking to somebody off camera, and he's going at it with the whole, like, yeah, I've been knowing, Jim for a long time. That's not Jim Carrey. That's where his, end of it all. And then he goes into the whole, this one says this, now it says that. And then he kind of hints about knowing some stuff that we don't know, but he knows some stuff. And if it's what he thinks it is, it's this, that, and the other, and it means good stuff. Like, whatever, Jim, just say what you're trying to say, dude. Anyway, so that was his side of it. That, yeah, that's not him. That could be a whatever. But this other story that I watched thoroughly says that this whole thing, my early thing about it was instantly going, yeah, Jim Carrey don't do fucking award shows and all that, so why was he there in the first place? But this wasn't technically an award show that people were just there to be seen at the red carpet and take pictures with the fucking backdrop and all that shit. This was a thing that was for him. Like, this was an honorary, give him an award. I finally found that thing that keeps poking in my fucking arm. Sorry, I just found something in my chair arm. Anyway, it was given like an award, special award, France de Plume. I don't know what it's called. I'm being silly, but it was a fancy award just for Jim Carrey. The whole event was for him. And he spent 8 months prepping for this event by learning a speech in French, which he does not speak. So he had to learn it phonetically, which is a very difficult thing if you don't speak a language. So he learned this speech phonetically. speech, but he constantly recalling this certain dude they interviewed again about this event to verify pronunciations and, just saying it properly in the right context, all that stuff. So that was 8 months of that. And then the night of the event, he was there with everybody in his family, allegedly. Again, this is all allegedly. He was there with everybody in his family, kids, parents. This was a big award, a big honor. He was there with his family in tow. In France, they were making this a big vacation-y thing. They had been there for a couple of days beforehand. We're going to be there a few days afterhand. And so that whole series of things, and the person who put this video together put it all, like at some point, if he was a clone or had been replaced or any of that, wouldn't you think the family would raise up and go, hey, what the fuck? Well, that might not be the case. Maybe that is what's going on. That's why they're there to convince everybody else that is a bunch of bullshit, whatever. But the facial things and all that stuff, that all just keeps being like put back to, age and the seriousness of the event, that it was a very serious, somber event. And that's why he wasn't his usual rubber face, cutting up, being silly guy, because he was stressing over trying to speak this French words that he was trying to learn this speech in and all this stuff. Again, these are the two dives I've gotten. It either completely was not him or it completely was.
And
so,
we're sure it wasn't the makeup artist that claimed it was
and
her.
That
saying, hey, that's me.
That was the other part. So if that person was on stage in a mask, that would have had to have been planned and arranged by the people. Like he couldn't have just like slipped in and went, hey, I'm gonna be Jim Carrey for a few minutes real quick and done it. They would have had to have been behind it too. They would have had to have been a whole part of it. The people put on this event for him. They spent 8 months planning it. Would have had to say it to him. Yeah, at this point, give that person the mask or let them go out there and be you and pretend like, especially afterward in front of everybody in the world and the cameras and all that, let that be.
So was that after or was that before? Not that it particularly matters, but like
most of what everybody's tripping on is the after. So maybe sometime after the thing, he did give somebody a mask, or they had a mask and they walked out and did the interviews. Maybe it was just
that's what my guess is, that somebody else
Andy
just walked
Kaufman.
out.
Yeah, but it all boils down to this. Guess what Jim Carrey is? Did y'all know he was an actor?
Who said that even Jim Carrey is a character that he plays?
That he plays. And that's been his whole thing in the last 6-8 years, is that none of this is real, and I'm doing everything I can to make you people understand that it's not real. So why wouldn't he like have somebody slip out the last minute and go be him on the end of the whole thing? I don't know. And yeah, I know, guys, I've been watching Jim Carrey since a video called Rubber Face. Hello. VHS find, video library, pre-Alfalfa video, pre-Blockbuster video.
I had a 2-pack.
That's where I found it.
Debbie Does Dallas and Rubber Face.
And Rubber Face. Right.
Whoa, that went sideways quick.
I don't know why Walt went there.
But anyway, he was a fucking kid, like a child, fucking on stage, doing some of the most obscenely hilarious facial contortion-y comedy ever. And then not long after that, he had an HBO special. And so I knew Jim Carrey before In Living Color and before Ace Ventura. So that when those two things happened, I was super excited because one of these unknown comics that I had kind of found on my own was making it big and really made it big. So yeah, I'm all about knowing his face and his tics and his fucking eye color. So I still think it's all another distraction, because that was part of the way the video ended. It's like, isn't this all convenient? This all started happening just as, crazy shit breaks down in the world. Right. So
well, it also seems like it's a message.
And that's the other part, is it's deliberate. It's so deliberate that there's no way this happened by mistake or by accident, that it was definitely a deliberate thing, that they put out this person that doesn't look right to fuck with our heads. That's the deliberate part of it.
Or they're calling attention to the accuracy of what a couple of prosthetics on your skin pulled with a really good prosthetic mask pulled over. how convincing that can be, even with the camera right in your face, how it can convince people that they are who they say they are just with a little bit of good makeup artistry. This is where disguises have gotten. Like the CIA, like their disguise abilities are just stupid ridiculous. And this just kind of goes along that same vein that, look, right in front of your face. This is like that up close magic. This is card trick. We're just doing it right in your face. And we're going to come out and show you, look, you can't trust anything you see, even if it's not AI. You can't trust live shit because we can fool you right in your face.
Yeah, and I know I was bringing up a
Oops,
topic.
Mike D,
a
I
lot of
did
people-
not. Well, hang on one second, Andrew. I did not see the Hall of Fame yet. I knew it was out there. They may have cut a clip of it too into the whole discussion of that video I'm talking about. But again,
and is there lots of video of this supposed Jim Carrey, or is it just this one after thing that everybody's tripping out on? How much video?
yeah, it's just this one.
It's just this one.
I think.
So no video of him actually
After
giving the
whole
speech.
event. No, there's video of the speech. Yeah,
And that's this
That's what I'm
person
saying.
giving
It
the
was
speech?
Mostly, it's hard to say. It's really
it
hard
was-
to say.
That was actually Jim Carrey, I would assume that he would be coming out saying, "Hey guys, that was actually me. Sorry, I changed my eye color, my height, the distance between my eyes, and my speech patterns have changed, and a multitude of other things as well, such as, oh, now I can write with my right hand rather than my left because he's left-handed." I mean, there's a lot of things that are very screwy about this. That's the reason I'm bringing it up. Not because I want to just beat a dead horse, but it's the fact of it's coming out at the same time that, oh, do you want to talk about who's better, Iran or Israel? I don't give a shit. But yeah, I think it's just a major distraction. It's like, I don't know, Hollywood stars or something. It's like this type of celebrity type of gossip that people get involved in. And it's bread and circuses. I don't know what happened to Jim Carrey. He may have just paid some people off. Like, hey, I'm just going off and doing whatever the fuck I want to do. Or maybe they offed him. I don't know. But it's very interesting because Jim Carrey is, in my opinion, the goofiest type of comedian I've ever heard of. Ace Ventura as an example. It's just goofy. It doesn't have a limit. That's why I'm bringing it up again. It's funny, but here's what I did. I was watching it with the sound turned off, and I was just looking at it with the subtitles. I was at the closed captions, and I was like, that's not fucking Jim Carrey. I didn't even hear the voice. No, it's just look at it. Stop fucking him. There was like 5 different things you can call it right away. Eye color, distance between the eyes, his teeth. I mean, there's so many things. It's not him. I don't know what happened to Jim Carrey. And if that was him, he has a really great surgeon. But mannerisms, tone of voice, and height. Signing something with the wrong hand. I'm right-handed. I couldn't sign something with the left hand. Like, gun to my head. Like, I'd fucking lose.
Well, you probably couldn't print something legible, but you can sure fake a signature with the left hand.
Yeah, I would do like a Helen Keller kind of thing, right? If I was lucky.
Dr. Helen Keller.
Oh, yeah, she wrote 14 books, flew a plane, had a British accent, Helen Keller was born in Alabama.
I just meant that she should have a real sloppy signature because she's a doctor.
Well, that's even worse.
Not because she's
Some
a
people-
doctor, but, you know, because I don't think
Well,
Helen
people
Keller
believe
was
it.
a doctor. I was just saying that.
Well, if she was, I don't know, but I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, she did write 14 books. And all she was doing all day was, Yes, I'm being a little harsh, but at the same time, I've got a buddy who's got a graduate degree in special education, and he was even saying, yeah, Helen Keller's a fraud. Yeah, the entire thing. People believe it simply because it's an emotional attachment to something. Anyways, I'm not trying to get onto Helen Keller
It's
too
not
much.
that she was a fraud. She just had very good handlers. Like, I think once upon a time, there were chickens out there that did like 25 dancing performances. Like, they were star dancers, these chickens. Were they particularly talented? No, but I mean, they were dancing chickens. So,
Yeah, but she was blind, deaf, and dumb. It's
just a dancing chicken.
like wandering through a minefield naked.
Did you ever see that movie, Pure Country? I ain't gonna. No. He ain't gonna be no dancing chicken. Over at the sideshow, and the guy just had a big griddle, and he'd put the chickens on the griddle and slowly turn up the heat. And as the heat increased, the chickens would dance. They were dancing chickens. They were just being handled.
So I'm not really sure if I said it here or not, but Skyler, Trembling Tribune, is now a free man.
Nice.
Very awesome.
He's been out for like a week. No, almost 2 weeks. But yeah, he got out on the 23rd. So yeah, he's going to be making a comeback here. But I told him, dude, don't go straight back into podcasting. Spend time with your family, get a fucking job, and he totally agrees. So,
and if he wants to debate,
yeah, he actually does. But that's up to him.
well, there's a couple places he could do it, I think. I think Ben Balderson's been over there on the Raging Tomato channel. He's been over there a few times.
What the fuck is
Fuck of the Raging Tomatoes.
that? Never heard of that.
It's a channel on YouTube, but it's a debate platform.
Hold on. It's what, the snorting tomato?
The Raging Tomato.
Oh, the rating. Okay.
The snorting tomato.
Sherry. Oh my God. Write that down.
One BLT and you can't feel your teeth.
Right?
But either way, yeah. He's going to be doing a whole bunch of stuff because I sent him like, I don't know, 30 or 40 books or something. He read all of them multiple times. These weren't like easy books to read. So it's going to be some really good content he's going to be putting out. But I told him, fucking just relax and just enjoy the time with your family. And then, figure out what your life is going to be like. Don't just go straight back to podcasting. So wait,
Hey, Ripple Pip.
what is it again? The Raging Tomato? Or the what?
Yep,
Is it? Sorting
right.
Tomato?
The Raging Tomato.
Attack of the Raging Tomato.
Raging Tomato.
Tomato.
Right, there it is.
And there's a few of them out there that would be more than happy, I think. And I'm sure you can get, that one dude.
That one dude?
Uh-huh. But Brenda,
Oh, the man known as Brenda? No.
that one dude.
No.
Or
I
like,
will debate anybody on transgenderism. I have a cock. Yeah, you already lost. That's what he
I
said.
have a Bengal rooster. Is that what they are? Not Bengal. There's another word for it. I was trying to cover Andrew, but I couldn't come up with that.
No problem.
You're on
I don't
you're
have
on your
patience.
own, Andrew. You're on your own.
that was the
That's
first tattoo I got was Foghorn Leghorn with a noose around his neck on my calf. It's on my left calf.
Wow.
So that if
Why
any,
did you do
so when I was 17, I was working at what was once upon a time, it was the second largest country dance club in the country. And it was out here in St. Louis, and I worked in one of the little cafe food vendor places that were along the side because it was a big fucking joint. So you had like a gift shop, and they were all like along the edge of the dance floor. It was kind of set up like a little old western town, and had storefronts, and we were the food. And that was my first job. But I worked directly across from one of those satellite bars. You know, you had a main bar, then you had all the little different side bars that were in the corners, so people didn't have to walk as far to get their drinks. I was watching one old guy at the bar win beers for free. And he would bet the people that he had a cock that hung below his knee. And out of curiosity, they would take the bet, and he would just hike up his leg and show them a tattoo of a rooster with a noose around its neck, tattooed on his calf. I thought, well, my God, that's some of the funniest shit I've ever heard. He's got a cock, and it hangs below his knee. So a year later, within the year, I turned 18 and ran out and got that as my first tattoo.
Oh, so yours is on the back of your calf, so it goes way below your knee.
But yeah. Well, it's on the calf.
All right.
Not that far. I mean, I don't have unusually large calves. Like, it's calf sized. So it's somewhere between my knee and my ankle. Like every other calf.
Okay. That's
like way below my knee. Like my heel? No, it's not down on my heel.
Well, I didn't ever think I was actually going to learn that about you, but now
you know. Now you can print it up on a shirt.
Now that's half.
You can let everybody know.
You and G.I. Joe.
Well, you just let a whole bunch of people know.
This is true.
Sherry's here. Sherry, write down. Damn it, what was it?
I forget already. What was it?
Damn it. Man, we had a good one just a minute ago. Something about oh, damn it. You'll have to rewind. Mark this point, go back about 5 or 8 minutes, and you'll see your new password.
Yeah, I still can't remember.
Yeah, it won't come to me.
So even in her old age, my dog is still pretty puppy-like. So when I come home, she's always excited to see me. And one of her nicknames, of course, is Monkey, because she makes monkey noises when she gets excited, but also she kind of pounces on her front paws. And she gets excited and just kind of pounces up and down, kind of like a monkey. He's just jumping up and down. So we call her Monkey Mez. And when she does that, she likes to grab my hand with her teeth, with her mouth. She's not like biting me. She's just like trying to get my hand in her mouth. Well, the day before yesterday, I came home and she was pouncing around and trying to get my hand in her mouth. And me waving my hands wildly managed to catch my fucking dab rig that was sitting on the kitchen table and knocked it right onto the floor and broke it. Yeah. So upset.
Is she a border collie by chance?
No. But she is part Belgian Malinois, so there's that.
I have no idea what that is.
You ever seen those dogs that like take off running and then run straight up vertical like a 12-foot wall and then jump off that wall while vertical and jump like 12 feet into the air to catch a rag hanging from a tree and then pull that rag down only to land in its owner's arms?
I have never seen a dog do parkour.
You've never seen a dog do parkour?
Never seen that? Yeah.
Not like that.
Look up Belgian Malinois. Malinois being French. And you will replace your bunny videos with Belgian Malinois videos.
Oh, damn you.
Yeah, I just was thinking that, Andrew. Oh, shit. He'll be going down that rabbit hole.
Yeah, thank you, YouTube algorithm, for bunny videos and then parrot videos and now Belgian Shepherd? That's what I typed in.
No.
Belgian Shepherd.
Well, because they look like German Shepherds, so you don't want to put in Belgian Shepherd. I'd put it in Belgian, Malinois, I think. I think Belgian Malinois.
That's how That's how I spelled it, and then it came up with Belgian Shepherd. Okay.
It's probably going to be the same thing because maybe they are technically a shepherd type of dog, just from Belgian, not German.
All right. I'm going to just go on mute for a moment and watch a 2.5-minute video. And now my search history is going to be altered.
Mm-hmm.
I've already watched every single parrot video, kitty video, and bunny video that I think is on the internet. So now here's the next series of whatever is going to happen to me.
Yeah.
Oh, it's Instagram. Oh, I can't. No, using Instagram.
Silly. Oh, silly. I got too many cats. I got 4 of them on me right now. Well, not on me, but within reach. Here's 1. There's 2. There's 3 here. Oh, and there comes number 5. Hey, baby. Hey, baby. They're not going to get on camera, though. I think she's hogging the camera up right now. Nate, I don't know what to tell you, man. When I went back to that website to order more of our IRONWORX picks that I had made, they've stopped offering, or they had at that point, like right around Christmas. And I got to thinking after the fact, maybe because of Christmas, they got kind of inundated. And I'll check back and see if they're still doing it. I mean, I'd like to just get some done in general, I guess, but it was the whole glow-in-the-dark aspect that really made them jump for me. And I really like that model of picks. I've got, quite a few picks, as you see. And they are still the ones I generally pick up.
Plenty to choose from, so to speak.
Yeah.
You could pickety pick.
I've got my choice of pick. Damn, missed it by that one. Yeah.
Oh.
Did you see that?
I did.
See that shit?
I saw that shit.
Oh, I'll mess you up. You don't know me. I'll knock you smack upside your head. I don't know what that was. I guess she thought I was doing something she didn't like, apparently. Fuck that pick. I want the other pick.
Better knock that shit off. Fuck all them picks.
She just batted me. She didn't strike and claw me, but she definitely whooped my hand. Like, stop there. Action cam. My IRONWORX. Anyway, hey, it's for the record. If anybody ever says, "Oh, try gravity pick," oh wait, try gravity pick. Don't try gravity pick. While they're cute in their little day glow color, and if you had a black light, they're even cuter. Ooh, it really is just like a plastic pick, which is not a great texture to have against your frame. 2 millimeters, 1.4.
Day glow. Day glow.
They're not great though. I don't like the way they feel. I'm back to my attack picks, which are what those picks you got one up there, Nate, or a couple or whatever it was. Justin's still mad at me because he didn't get one. And I'm mad at myself for not getting him one. I actually thought I had a bag of them still here at the house and that I would be able to just pass them out once I got back home, and I looked everywhere. Apparently that was all of them that I was playing around with there at the Oktoberfest that year. But I'll see. I'll find another company that'll do it for a good price.
Day. Me say day, me say day, me say day glow. All right, I'm done.
That's the Beetlejuice. Go ahead. What's the next chorus line?
Daylight come and me one go home.
Come, Mr. Tallyman, tally me banana.
Well, that's been good, y'all. We went away because of a...
Did you know that bananas don't go rotten at night? Where the desiccating moonlight doesn't affect bananas.
Did not know that.
That is why they do their tallies at night.
Wow.
And they leave before the sun comes up. Daylight come and me one go home.
Yeah, the first Beetlejuice was awesome. The second one was way more dark. I'm not sure if you guys saw it, but it's pretty good, but not as good as the first one.
Is that where he murdered the family this time?
When's the last time you saw the first one, Andrew? Just wondering.
I watched it right before I watched the second one.
Oh, okay. I didn't know because we did that too, and I will say that I was just like, I don't know. I don't know.
So like maybe a year and a half ago?
Yeah, that sounds right. Yeah, I just wondered if you had seen it recently enough to even remember that it wasn't as great as we might have remembered it to be, that it was probably the time period that it came out in and early days of like us not being sick yet of Mr. What's his name? The director guy? Burton. Yeah.
Burton, yeah.
I don't know. Don't get me wrong. I'm like, Pee-wee's movie is like one of my Desert Island movies. It'll be right there with Calling Occupants and Why Me by Pelham P. But he kind of screwed up the Batman stuff a little bit for me. The first one, it was okay. If you didn't mind your Batman moving all in one body, you know, not being able to turn his head. If you didn't mind that, then the first one was okay. If you didn't mind Jack Nicholson chewing every fucking stick of furniture in the fucking scene, you didn't mind that. It wasn't great.
I don't remember
Jack
that.
Nicholson. Jack, that's a reference to an actor who overacts. They choose a scenery.
Oh, okay.
It's a theater term. Yeah, he's
Michael Keaton
definitely.
Where does
My
he
favorite
get those wonderful toys?
Yeah, it just really wasn't the greatest movie. I was wanting it to be a lot better. It was okay at the time. It was what we had, and we're like, yeah, Batman, go. But it really wasn't really Batman. It wasn't really Batman until we got the, the guy with the throat impediment, the throat cancer, that guy. We got him, and it was really a Batman there. But yeah, I just, I don't know. I think I just got Tim Burtoned out, overly Tim Burtoned over the years. And then, like, man, watching Winona Ryder act anymore is so cringing and unpleasant for me because all I see is her wiped out on some drugs, pills, whatever she's on all the time and trying to act her way through a scene, and it's really uncomfortable. Really made the last season of, what's the kid show? Everybody on Netflix, what is it? The kid show and the monsters and the demons and the rock and roll. What's it? Stranger Things. Really made that movie. I mean, that show unpleasant to watch.
I knew exactly what you were talking about. I just wanted to see where you were going to go. Like you flounder a little bit
until I got there. Thank you.
Everyone keeps telling me to watch that, but I'm just like,
Here's the thing, Andrew. Here's the thing. Watch it knowing that you're watching a kid's show. I don't matter. Oh, it's scary and it's for grown up. You're watching a kid show that's made for kids. Kid mentality. A bunch of kids are going to save the world with kid stuff. Yeah, it gets dark. Yeah, it gets whatever. But you're watching a kid show and it all boils down to it. So when little inconsistencies and stuff start happening, or when they keep hammering home somebody's sexual orientation or anything like that, just remember, you're watching kid show. It's not real. There's flying vampire bats and Metallica songs playing. It's not real.
Just stop at like season 3. Like, all right.
Or just don't watch it.
or I just won't watch
Milli
it.
Vanilli.
Well, there's the other one. I can't remember the name of it. It's where it's like the Twilight Zone. Like every episode is different.
Black Mirror.
Everyone. Yeah, Black Mirror. I still haven't seen a single episode of that either. So
That was really good, Andrew. Like it'll really break your head.
yeah, I've been.
No, it really.
I'm not sure that's what Andrew needs, though.
So
I've been
I
waiting.
saw in chat about I like reading. I went to the library yesterday. I haven't been to the library in like a couple of months, at least a couple, 3 or 4 months. I went to the library yesterday. I'm so excited. All right, I'm sorry. I just saw. Was that Regina? Yeah, Regina. I love reading books too. I do too.
That was the first thing I thought of Laura. Because he was talking about Outer Limits, but I didn't think that he would have even gotten that. I got the impression he was talking about things we would have expected him to see. I wouldn't have expected him to watch The Outer Limits. To go back and track down all the Outer Limits episodes to watch them. So I just guessed Black Mirror since that was more recent.
You know, I'm going to go ahead and put that on my list, Black Mirror. But I've been...
Yeah, man, there's some really astounding episodes, especially... Who was it? Is a the actress, and she's a whatever. Remember
I'm
the one
not sure.
that everybody went, oh my shit. I did. It's really telling of the era we live in our little Black Mirrors. Oh shit, look at that. He tied it in right at the last second. Hey, we got to get out of here.
We do only have 4 minutes.
Last thing I'm going to say is that so far, and after I say this, I'm going to go on mute, but so far in 2020, what are we in, 2026? Something like that.
Nice.
So,
good job.
I've been trying to look for a movie that's coming out in theaters so I can actually go to the movie theater and actually watch it, or to the drive-in, and everything is shit.
Pretty much.
I wouldn't even
watch it
for
free. The last 3 times prior to the 21 Pilots movie, the last 3 movies I went to the theater to see were very disappointing. Hugely. Like, one of them made me almost gag. It was so bad, that Superman farce. And before that, it was the Rocket Man thing, which I love Elton John. Like, he's one of my feet. Like, those are Desert Island albums as well. Some of his early stuff. But I hated that movie, mostly. And then what was the one right before that? Oh, it might have been the Freddie Mercury thing, which was okay, quote unquote. Okay. But I didn't enjoy it as much as I wanted to. So, yeah. That being said, go see More Than We Ever Imagined by 21 Pilots. If you're a 21 Pilots fan, don't go see it if you don't like them, because you're wasting your time. It's a movie about their concert. But if you like them, go fucking see this movie in IMAX if you have a theater near you. The fucking sound was phenomenal. The experience was amazingly, emotionally great. Everybody in the audience is going to be click. If you're skeleton click, go see More Than We Ever Imagined. 3 thumbs up. I guess that's 6 thumbs up.
If you're doing more than 2 thumbs up, you're using the kiddies. That's not fair.
Hey, I'm using everything I got these days, buddy. Whatever it takes. I have to make a fishing pole for a Sasquatch statue. Sherry, I know it's long, but if that's not a password that nobody will ever guess, I don't know what is.
It's a long one. But that's how you keep the hackers out.
For today. We're all going to see Dawn at work and bust up a doob with her, apparently.
I'd smoke you out. I'd sit out in the parking lot and wait for you, Dawn. Who's that creeper with all the turquoise? He sure smokes a lot of weed.
Thank you all.
Yeah,
thank you, Andrew.
Appreciate you.
Love you guys.
Happy Friday. GIF. Tiggif.
Come, Mr. Tallyman, tally me banana. That's my list.
Which really just sounds gay when you say it. I don't know why. Ooh, Mr. Tallyman. Tally my banana.
Tally my banana.
We do love you guys. Thanks for hanging out with us this morning. Do have a happy Friday. And while you're at it, go ahead.
Oh, yeah.
Give them a big thank you. Thank God it's Friday. Thank God we all happen to be existing on this particular Friday. We will see you all back here next week, hopefully with a Zachary Zabala in tow. So have a great weekend. Be good, be well, do good, do it well. We love you. Bye-bye.